Yeah, it's been good so far, so I'm not complaining.
What you expect from him is goals. So if you don't get goals, you will say he didn't have a good day.
In his last 5 games, he scored only once against Nottingham Forest. And in his last 2 games for Norway, he scored 2 against Cyprus, but none against Spain.
This guy will have a problem in the future. Ryan spec every game, he had to score 3-4 goals.
The line, Akanji can't get there. Haaland again. 4 for Haaland.
What is more for him to do? If you say to him to get better, what is that? From 3 goals to 6 goals? From 6 to 9?
And this is not going to happen.
Haaland is still the Premier League's top scorer thanks to his hat-trick against Fulham and a double against Burnley. But compared to last year, he looks tired and unmotivated.
And as much we play good, as much the team is there, but he's going to score goals.
His incredible performances last season meant he became the new record holder for the most goals in a Premier League season. And the rivalry between Erling and Mbappe was said to be the new Messi versus Ronaldo.
Mbappe is more of a complete player. He can do more things than Haaland.
But now, City fans are convinced Julian Alvarez is a better striker than Haaland because of his amazing dribbling and composure in big games. How did Haaland go from this to this? Let's look at what changed. Last year, Haaland was one of the best strikers in the world, but every great striker needs great supply to make him the best in the world. And this year, City has a completely different squad and are badly missing KDB since his injury. Add to it the latest Rodri ban and you cut the supply that Haaland needs in order to put on a show like he did last season. Let's take the game against RB Leipzig for example. Last year, Haaland scored 5 goals, and this year, City had to rely on Alvarez and Doku to get the win. So, instead of good supply, he had a chance to take the initiative and show Pep and the fans they can rely on him when things get tough, and emerge as a leader of the team and a crucial component to City. But Haaland seemed unmotivated, and it made the fans think he isn't the guy they can rely on in big games. Someone who definitely made the most of the situation was Alvarez, who took his chance to showcase his skill and composure. After Haaland's poor form, Man City fans consider him to be even better than Haaland. But let's be real. An argument could be made that Alvarez is a more complete football player, no doubt. But Haaland is a far better striker.
I think Haaland is very intelligent in the way he's playing. I see he has this killer instinct. Even if he has a hat-trick, he still wants to score the 4th goal.
What Haaland can do and what he brings to the team is just incredible. But people are talking about his bad form. So let's take a look at his last few games to find out why. He failed to score against Red Star, but let's skip that one and start with his last league goal that wasn't the talking point of the game. Against Nottingham Forest, Haaland scored just 14 minutes into the game after an assist by Nunez, but the highlight was Rodri's little neck grab with Gibbs White, which resulted in a red card at the start of the second half and a 3-match ban. After Rodri was gone, City didn't look like the same team as it did in the first half. Rodri averages around 85 passes per game and has an outstanding completion rate of over 85%. And many say Rodri is the so-called motivation Haaland has been missing. Pep decided to rotate the team going into the away game against Newcastle and give Haaland the rest. Despite losing 1-0, Haaland didn't play for a single minute, presumably so he would then come out swinging against Wolves. But City lost 2-1 and Haaland had a bad day at the office. Haaland had a few good chances against RB Leipzig, but in the end, City had to rely on Julian Alvarez and Jeremy Doku to secure the victory. This year, Haaland hasn't scored a goal in the Champions League. And while Erling is finding his motivation, on the red side of town, Hojlund stole Haaland's record for the youngest player to score in his first 2 Champions League games. And Haaland's poor form caused Newcastle fans to feel brave enough to compare him to Isaac, who is a good striker, but Haaland sits in the league above, even in this moment of so-called poor form. Due to injuries and transfers from last season, City are considering signing Brighton's Mitoma in order to provide more depth in that area. But City should still have good enough players to provide support for a player like Haaland.
Where is Haaland? Oh, he's in Saliba's back pocket. That's where he is.
With the Arsenal game extending his goalless run to 3 games in a row, Alan Pardew called him emotionally detached after that game, which he spent in Saliba's back pocket, resulting in Haaland lashing out on an Arsenal team member, Nicolas Jover, after Jover's altercation with Kyle Walker. Haaland was hoping to pick up the pace, as he always scores for Norway, and Cyprus looked like easy prey. He scored 2 goals, but it only proved he can still score against significantly weaker opposition.
Of course, we have with Haaland now maybe the best player in the world.
And when it mattered the most against Spain, he failed. His latest form, or lack thereof, shows us Haaland isn't quite ready yet to be the guy the team will rely on in tough matches and tough situations. With that in mind, he is still only 23 years old, and he has a lot of time to mature and grow into that role. He is one of the best goal scorers in the world, and we are yet to see the best of Haaland. I think he will start scoring more often when KDB finally makes his return. He will turn into a goal-scoring machine. Alan Pardew put it best when he said it's just a striker's thing, and he simply isn't in it with his heart, soul and mind. Haaland is still a kid. It just happens that this kid is already one of the best players in the world, so when he scores only 8 goals in 8 games, people consider it bad form. If it was any other player, the papers would be talking about what an incredible start to the season they had. Will Haaland ever be a big game player and a leader at City? Will he be able to come close to his goal tally from last season? And how do you rate him against Alvarez? Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you for watching to the end. You're a real one.